I was curious if this has always been a thing for you, or how you kind of got in.
Well, being the way I look, being a ginger, it's like you can't really rely on your looks. You got to find other ways to get noticed. And I'm just being honest with you. I mean, we all want, all comedians want to be recognized, but usually the funnier ones are the ones that just don't have a lot aesthetically bring to the table. Yeah. You have to bring something else. And then I'm also a very shy, pretty shy person, I guess. So it was always, that was kind of my I don't want to say weapon, just my tool to kind of, kind of join in.
It's got to be some sort of gift that you have, though, because, like, man, I try to tell a joke and it just, I mean, it just is so bad. I don't even try.
Well, and that's what I tell people that want to do comedy. It's like, well, how do you make your friends laugh, right? That's how you should do it on stage. Why would you want to be somebody else? And it seems like that's pretty simple concept, but any new comedian, you're basically going to do comedy like your heroes. And that's totally understandable. That's just because they know what you're using their voice until it becomes your voice. And then, like, I was a big Brian Regan fan. He was a guy that went to see him at a club. He worked clean, and he was the funniest guy I'd ever seen. And it kind of showed, it opened the door to say, okay, you can be that funny in that style. And working clean is also it's a great challenge, because can you talk about certain topics? Can you talk about,
that's almost I don't know if you want to call it stigma, but it's almost like we have to be raunchy to be a comedian.
That's what people expect. Yeah.
It's like, man, like I just feel like gross after coming out. Like, I only went to one comedian show, and it was, I think the guy in that cops, the old cops, I can't remember what it was.
Was it Michael Winslow?
He had a weird name. It was the Police Academy movie.
Yeah. Was he the guy that did sounds and stuff? Like with his...
No, it was like this, I think he was like the short guy. He had a weird, he couldn't talk very good.
Yeah, I think I know who you're talking about.
Man, it was just like...
It's raunchy.
Yeah, so bad.
Yeah.
And so to be able to do that and have the level of success you have, and, be able to be clean and wholesome, and, I mean, to be able to not only make people laugh, but like I said, for me, it was like, man, you had like rolling in stitches, and I was like, I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, well, it takes years of failure, really. I mean, it takes, when you first start out, you have I call it bullets in the gun. You don't have any, so the nerves were a lot more piercing. Well, the butterflies were a lot more like to make it physically sick.
I can imagine.
Because you don't know how it's going to work. And it gets to a point where I still get kind of, worked up, but I know that I have at least material that's worked. You trust yourself a little bit more, and you learn how it's to find stage comfort. It's the same with musicians.
Yeah.
If you're there to drive the bus, you're there to lead this thing. And if people know and feel that, okay, this guy knows what he's doing, then they'll go with you. So it takes years to kind of find that stage comfort. And I still sometimes struggle to find that place where, okay, I'm calm, I know what I'm doing, and let's...
Yeah, I can imagine there's got to be so much stress, because, if the jokes go flat, and it's just like...
Oh, yeah, and it's... Like, you still have... I mean, any new material that's just, you think, oh, this is going to be good.
Yeah.
And it falls, and you still deal with that that feeling, and that like you're bombing or you're not doing well. And it's once in a while it happens. It happens where it's just not going well tonight. It's for some reason the flow is not the same.
I think that's just about with everything.
Yeah, but that also tells you that as a comedian, you don't want to kind of rely on the old things. You want to come up with what's fresh in your mind.
With new material a lot? I've always wondered that.
It is hard, but you become more efficient at it. When I first started doing notebooks, I'd write, just whatever thoughts that I had. And 99% of it was not usable.
Yeah.
But now when I write, more of it is, like, if we're talking, I get my material not from sitting down and trying to write funny. I just live my life.
Yeah.
And, like, we'll be talking about something, and
that's what it feels like to me when I listen to you. Like, it's like you're having these experiences, and like, It's like,
well, here's an example. I was at a conference in Spokane recently, and I was doing a podcast during the day with these guys. And this guy he started a church at a gentleman's club. It used to be a gentleman's club. And I said something about, something about see you at the pole. and it's, that's a church now. It's a see at the pole means a totally different thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, that works.
Yeah.
And I do it in shows now and it works.
Oh
so that's it. Really, when something happens like that and you talk about something and you're laughing about it, you already know that it's funny. It's just a matter of just crafting it into the way you want to put it.
That's amazing. Now, what about like the, like I said, you're so good with not only just telling a joke, but it's like the timing, the body expressions, facial expressions, the accents, like all that stuff. Is that something that was developed over time?